Evening. You're right. That's all right. I'm killing. Even though you're here.
No, it's weird, isn't it?
God damn.
He has gone there.
I've not even seen you. Hello, yes, I know. No.
I haven't got anything. I haven't. You didn't hear me come in, did you? I'm really sorry. I've got stuff I have gone. I was doing something, so yeah, suddenly you think, oh my goodness. There is nothing, absolutely nothing here. didn't get cold already.
Not now.
Tissue up to myself. I get snotty. Get savoury.
Oh, it's time, isn't it? Yeah.
It is
Date,
time,
isn't it? Yeah.
Is he down?
It is time, he's
No,
out.
he's down.
I don't know where he is. Where's Charlie?
One's probably got him outside.
Oh, I'll leave it. Oh, no, I've had to close it so he doesn't. So he doesn't come charging up.
Mm.
Now all this, I haven't got a cold. I'm just snotty. I think it's central heating. You know when you're indoors all the time.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not indoors all the time. I'm in and out, but it's.
I think it's different temperatures as well.
Yeah. Finished all my singing now.
Have you?
Yeah. That's been.
Have you
it was
enjoyed
nice.
it?
Yeah, I have actually. But it was just that I have a couple of weeks of just one thing after the next.
And then it all fizzles out, yeah. Mind you, it's only just a couple of weeks now and it's Christmas. I wish it was over.
Can you believe it though?
How fast
It
it's
seems like it's about 4 or 5 weeks ago it was
So
Christmas.
we're here next week, aren't we? But they're not.
Yes,
the one
next week
afterwards.
is the
Last,
last
next
one.
week's the last one, yeah.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see if they come through tonight because I have an idea they won't. Not after what they said last week about
Yeah, well, yeah.
wishing us all the best of Christmas wishes and everything. I thought if they had been coming through, they would have left it until next week, which is our last one.
Mm.
But we'll see. We just don't know.
Interesting, yeah. Oh.
Oh, that's good. He's relieved himself
Yeah, good.
in all ways but one. How are we?
Good.
Fine, thank you, and you?
Yeah, fine. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Stinks of Christmas though, doesn't it?
Eh?
Stinks of Christmas out there.
Oh, let's see all the lights.
Stinks of people fighting for the last loaf. For the last turkey, for the last.
Can't be
Yes.
bothered with them.
Nah.
I don't join them. Oh,
Stink of people having fun. What's wrong with you? Weirdos.
Right then,
ready? Yes.
you're all sitting comfortably.
No.
We
We'll
are.
begin.
We
It's
begin.
warm.
Well, first of all, let's say hello to everybody listening in on planet Earth. Hope you're all going to enjoy yourselves. And now we'll say good evening to our friends on planet Spirit World. As usual, we'll just leave everything in your hands. And I'll start the music going out and no more waffle. Here we go.
Flatfoot comes amongst you all on both sides of life to bless you all in the joy and the love of the Great Spirit. Flatfoot now, for the first time tonight, will open your circle and will then leave and return later to close your circle. For the first time tonight, Flatfoot says bye-bye.
Bye
Bye bye,
Flatfoot.
Flatfoot. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Hello.
Blimey.
Hello.
Hiya.
Yeah.
I got all that wrong.
What you got wrong?
Well,
Hang on.
All right. Well,
Hang on.
Your
Hang
little
on. I'm not
face.
ready yet.
all right.
I'm sorting my pants out. I'm wiggling them about.
Mhm.
Yeah. Is everybody all right?
Yes, thank
Yes,
you.
thank you.
You can hear me all right?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I can hear you.
Yeah.
Good.
Fine. Good.
Who's got it wrong?
I have.
Why?
Well, I thought after
Have you
last
got
week,
wrong?
after you said, you wished us all the best for Christmas and festivities, you and Monty, I thought, well, that'll be it now until after Christmas. You won't be coming through again. And here you are. So I said I got it all wrong.
Is that what I said? Did I say that?
Monty did. I don't remember. Did Anthony?
I haven't played it back, but I'm sure you said, Anthony, that you wished us all happiness and whatnot.
Oh, I'll have to go and listen to your own recording and
Yeah,
check.
I will. Yeah.
Well, some people won't be joining us tonight, so that was for them then, wasn't it? You have to check.
Yeah. All right.
Mr. Manty isn't coming back.
Ah. Okay.
He's not. His feet are up. He can't be bothered.
Right.
I mean, he's here. Don't get me wrong. He's here.
He's
Yeah.
having his cigar, is he?
Yeah, he's chugging on it. Yeah,
Good on him.
yeah. But now he won't be coming to just leave it to me now.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what we got wrong.
Well, I don't know. I mean, you've only got to use your ears. It's not a lot.
Hmm.
I'm not asking you to do the splits or anything or backflips. You just got to listen.
Hmm.
Yeah, don't go putting words in my mouth. I don't know what I said.
No. Oh,
I was only coming for that.
oh, all right. Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's nice to have you back with us anyway.
Yeah. I mean, I'm saying I won't be staying all that long, I don't think. Because
All
there
right.
isn't really anything to do tonight other than what we're going to do behind the scenes. I'm just like a distraction, really.
All right.
Yeah. I'm just a distraction to keep you distracted from what's going on around you.
All right.
Quite a nice one, actually.
I suppose I must be.
You're
Yeah.
you're the interference.
Yeah. Distraction, Mr. Paul.
Yeah.
I've never interfered.
No.
I don't get involved in anybody's business but my own.
Yeah.
Except yours,
Yeah.
and yours,
Yeah.
and yours, and then the other bugger who sat in front of me. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Well, what you been up to then?
Oh, you know. Just this and that. Nothing special.
Mm.
Just enjoying myself.
You've been learning.
Not really.
No?
No. No. No, I don't want to spend every day of your life learning, Auntie Cora. You gotta have some time to rest.
I don't, no.
No, it's good to learn, but you know what I mean? People think you come over here and just learn all the time. Oh, wouldn't it be marvellous to come over there and learn? Learn and learn. I think to myself, blimey, have you not got anything else you want to do?
You need pleasure time as well.
Yeah, you got to relax a bit.
Of course you have.
Yeah.
Just be.
It's a nice time of the
Just be.
year. I see people, I've got my friends.
Mm.
I will make time and go and mingle, as you would call it.
Mm.
Mingle with my friends.
Yeah.
I will
that's
I
lovely.
will go to places, I will do things, and sometimes I'll do nothing, I'll just relax.
Grace them with your company.
Yeah, sometimes I'll just still my mind,
Mm.
just still my thoughts
I like
and
doing
relax and turn off a bit.
that. Yeah, I like
Not that
doing
you can really turn off, you know, but you just do your best, like,
Mm.
to turn your thoughts down
Quiet
and things you're
time.
pondering over.
Mm.
Because I find myself thinking a lot. Yeah,
You what? Thinking a lot?
I find myself thinking a lot. Yeah, so it's good to turn my brain off.
All right.
Yeah, but I say my brain, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm.
Me dead man's brain,
Yeah.
me mind, me thoughts.
Mm.
I just still them a little bit and let them be, and I'm all right then.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. So that's what I do. I've got my places I like to go. I like to do this. I like to do that. Yeah,
Mm.
I like to see the dogs. I like to see animals.
Oh,
I do that.
yeah.
Yeah, you know, this and that. Standing up on my knees in water's all right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, fishing.
I like to fish. Yeah. I like to fish.
Yeah.
And swim.
Hmm?
Swimming.
Oh, I like that. I like everything really. I'm not really bothered, yeah. I like animals, I like that. This and I like that.
Mm.
Yeah.
And all the animals come to see you.
Pardon?
All the animals come to see you.
Well, I know, I go and see them,
Yeah.
you
Oh, do
know.
they all stay together?
No, not as such, but I can go and see, I mean, people have animals and animals reside in places, so I can go and see them. You can go to the farm, can't you?
Mm.
And you can go and see animals. Yeah, I can go and see animals as well. They spend time in areas where they like to mingle.
Lovely.
Yeah, big moo cows and things.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah, I like that. Yeah, do that.
That's lovely.
Yeah, yes. So that's what. Yeah, so I haven't been doing a lot. Yeah,
Mm.
just minding my own business a bit, really. Having a bit of self time, as you all call it, or he calls it.
Yeah.
Time to yourself.
Yeah, it's good for you.
Yeah, yeah. What about you?
Yeah, yeah, not doing an awful lot, I suppose, really.
Well,
Um,
you know, I've been learning then.
yeah, yeah.
Everybody expects me to be learning stuff.
Well, I'm trying to.
I'm dead. I don't want to learn nothing. I'll leave that behind.
Hmm.
No, I'm only joking.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Did you pass on the message from Angela, Mr. Paul?
Yes, I did.
They they all right?
Yeah, fine. Yes. Yeah, that was lovely to hear from her. Yes, I did. I made a point of going to see Barbara yesterday. No, on Sunday afternoon.
All right.
Mm.
Oh, fair enough. Was she
Yeah.
all right with that?
Yes, fine.
Yeah,
Yes.
Fair
Yes.
enough.
Yeah.
Well, that's all. I mean, I'm only saying what I was told.
Yes,
Or
fine.
how how it was received,
Yeah.
and I've done it. So there you go.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, so that's all right.
She wasn't sure. Barbara wasn't sure about the diary situation, but we're just left it at that. That you wanted to let her know that Angela was there, so that's fine.
Well, she must have kept her bookings in a diary.
Yeah, I don't know how it worked. I don't know.
Oh well.
Mm.
Well, she was on about she. As I understand it,
Hmm.
from what I was getting from Angela, she seemed to feel that when the phone rang, and it was church, she knew she had to get a diary ready.
Right. Okay. All right.
That's how I understood it,
Right.
and I believe that's what I said,
Hmm.
or to that effect.
Right. Yeah. It was something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah,
And what you told me that Angela said about helping me was absolutely spot on. That was wonderful.
yeah, fair enough.
Hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I assume the church would ring you and tell you to put something in your a date in your diary, surely.
Yeah. Yes. They
Yeah.
would.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's all I can say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah. Ah, oh well. Yeah, very good. Yes. What about you, Sue? You all right?
Yeah, I'm really good, thank you.
Good.
Busy
Yeah,
doing all the things.
yeah. Nice,
Yeah.
nice. Sorting out your Christmas, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Suppose everybody must be now.
Yes.
It's that time of year.
There's just lots of things going on. Everyone's meeting up with each other and it's all
Yeah,
lots of things.
jolly good.
It's good.
How's your concert?
But they were good. Yeah, they've all finished now.
Yeah,
But it was all, it's just rushing about, going here and there and everywhere. But it was fun when we did it.
nice. Did
Yeah.
you sing Christmas carols then?
We did, yeah.
Did you sing Wish You a Merry Christmas?
No, we didn't sing that.
Oh, that's not good, is it? Did you sing Away in the Manger?
No.
No, that's no rubbish as well then. I'm glad you didn't come. Did you sing Ding Dong on the High?
No.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't come then. You didn't sing any of the hits.
Yeah, they were all, well, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Oh, yeah. Is it?
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
But it's been
Did you
really
sing-
bad weather, isn't it?
Did you sing Little Town of Bethlehem?
No.
Oh.
We did the
What the bloody hell did you
Coventry
sing then?
that Coventry Carol, Luli Lulay.
Oh, what?
Oh, I know.
Never heard of it.
Well, a lot of them, they don't like us singing now because of, like, Noel. Born is the King of Israel. I'm not allowed to sing that.
I know.
No,
Why not?
because it upsets people,
Does it?
Palestinian people.
Make it
It's unbelievable, isn't it?
Oh,
It's just ridiculous.
you can't sing a song because it upsets people.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't like the history, you see. They don't like the history the way it was.
So it's all up to
Isn't it
date.
about the baby Jesus?
Yeah.
Oh, that's... He's still causing trouble even though he's dead then, isn't he? Blimey.
Well, it's
Can't
religion.
even sing a song for him once a year.
It's religion, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it is religion. I think it's just people and being silly.
Well, or is it people or is it
Well, I think...
governments?
Well, it's definitely people,
Does
isn't it?
make you wonder.
Well,
Yeah. I think most people would be more than happy to live happily alongside each other.
yeah, I
But,
suppose they
but
would.
people ruffle feathers, don't they?
Yeah,
People
well,
in power. ruffle
yeah, but
feathers.
people choose to react to it, don't they? They don't have to.
Yeah.
They don't have to. You can't spend your whole life saying that somebody in a suit in London. They're all doing it. They're all in it for themselves. People say, don't they? And then next minute they're all doing as they're told. The same people who say they're in it for themselves are the same people who go, well, they said I'm not allowed, and they listen to them. So you can't. Wow, what can I say? We've said it a million times, haven't we?
Yeah.
You know, people. 1 minute people but next minute they're doing as they're told. So nothing I can do about that. But I can't. I'm surprised you can't sing a song.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's interesting, isn't it? Interesting times we're living in then.
Yeah, that's strange. Yeah.
Don't like it.
No.
So what do you?
no,
What?
I
so-
mean, we've been singing that for centuries, haven't we?
Yeah. What? Well, I know it.
We grew up singing
You
it.
know, Emmanuel and all those
Yeah.
kind of, yeah.
I know it anyway.
Mm.
What? I like that one. Oh. You do the Three Kings and
I've already done. No.
you didn't do that one,
that
either.
one, no.
Bloody hell, has
No.
Christmas been banned?
We did do Christmas.
Yeah,
I
did
tell you
that
what,
one.
I'm glad I'm dead.
Hark, hear the bells.
Pardon?
Hark, hear the bells. Sweet silver
I'm
bells.
glad I don't listen to them anymore.
I don't know that one.
It's probably more of a modern one, maybe.
Yeah. How strange.
It's sad.
You stand next to someone with a big gob, so.
Oh yeah, because I don't particularly have a very good strong singing voice, and I can't remember the words, even though I've
Is
got
there
them in front of
somebody
me.
in that? Is there somebody in that group who's got a big mouth?
Well, I don't know.
She gives you all the.
Well, yeah. I mean, there are some really strong singers.
Yeah, but they're all face and no voice.
Pull faces.
It's all face and pulling faces, isn't it?
They do pull faces when you sing like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's weird, isn't it?
When people take photographs and you think, oh blimey.
Yeah.
But then Warren always says that about the girl that does the not the trumpet. Yeah.
What's that?
When people take photographs when you're playing an instrument. I don't
Yeah.
mean a guitar, I mean a wind instrument. You don't
Oh.
particularly pull nice faces, and I think it's the same when you're singing as well.
Is it?
They could catch you well, but they might not.
Oh. I don't really know, to be honest. I don't really do. I don't play any instruments or anything like that. But it's yeah, I suppose it would do, wouldn't it? Yeah. That's right. These people pull faces when they're singing. It makes me laugh.
Yeah.
Forgive me if I sound like I'm waffling. I'm just sorting myself out and getting myself comfortable around him.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it takes time sometimes.
Is he giving you a hard time?
No, not really. Not as such. Just takes the time for me to blend how I want to.
melt in.
You know. Yeah. Jolly good. Well, it's all been ever so quiet. And unlike previous weeks where I've got an abundance of things to come and tell you, I haven't this week, I'm afraid.
That's all right.
Because, to be honest, we just need to work around you all.
Okay.
And that's what we've been doing. So I'm just sort of the distraction whilst others work around.
Right,
And it
okay.
just stops you focusing in on other things. Yeah. Keeps your attention diverted on me, you see.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yes. So there you are. Yeah, so what do you want to know then, Mr. Paul?
Oh, gosh, what do I want to know?
Have you been speaking to anybody?
Yeah,
Has people been asking questions of people
yeah, they have.
of our circle?
Yeah,
Well, that's all right.
yeah,
Fair enough.
yeah. I've got questions here. I don't know if you want them.
Well, yeah, but I'm inquiring of you. Have people been
Oh, yes,
inquiring to
Yes,
you?
yes, they have.
Yeah.
Yeah, about the circle. Yes,
Yeah.
they have.
Yeah, I think as we come close to our first year of this way of doing things,
Hmm.
I think it's been, for some people, it's been interesting because I think it's surprised an amount of people in various ways.
Yes.
You understand?
Yeah.
People seem to have a delusion, if I may call it such,
Hmm.
a bit of a delusion as to what it is that we do and our place and purpose.
Yeah.
And as much as they can ask questions about this and that, very often so many questions are shrouded in facts and half facts that they've heard previously from other places, in my opinion, Mr. Paul.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm not here to say that anything anybody's ever been told by anybody else is wrong.
Hmm.
All I can do is speak from my perspective.
Yeah.
And when I say speak from my perspective, I'm speaking from the perspective of myself and others around me and millions of other people.
Yes.
A whopping amount of other people.
Wow.
You know, like huge numbers of people.
Yeah.
And then I understand that people, if what I say contradicts something a little bit that they've been told by another,
Hmm.
instantly people have the desire to want to defend what they've heard before.
Yeah.
And it suddenly they start looking for reasons as to, you know, well, maybe Anthony lives in in the first dimension, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, Anthony lives on this, you know, And all I can say is, look, I just speak as I find it.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
that's all any of us can do. And that's how it is. So I think for some people it's been an eye-opening experience this year.
Yeah.
As they've locked in and started joining us.
Yeah.
And I think many have valued hearing us provide evidential communication for people.
Yeah.
I know we've had a couple of guests along the way,
Yeah.
which has been good and all right. Yeah. So, you know, all I can do is say, look, if I can bring evidential communication of any nature, and if I can do it successfully, and if I'm capable of doing it, then all I can say is that surely that goes some way towards backing up anything else that we say.
Yes.
But ultimately, the book has to start and end with the people on your side.
Yeah.
If they're happy to accept, fair enough.
Yes.
I'm not saying anybody has to take a word I say or we say and take it all to heart. You don't have to. It's you got your own brain, you got your own mind to do with as you please. You know, we're not here to live your life for you. We're not here to tell you how to live your life, and we're not here if you disagree with what we have to say. We're not here to try and win you over in any great way. We're just here to say what we have to say, speak it as we see it, as we experience it, as a shared collective, and that's that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you know, that's what I have to say on it, really. So I think this year for most people has been interesting at the very least.
Yes.
And I think people have opened up to the realization that things are, you know, your world, your life, your reality, your experience is not the only experience, life and reality.
Yeah.
There's more.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I can't necessarily help it if people have beliefs already, or they've read things and those views and thoughts have become stone within them. I can't change that.
No.
So all I can do is just speak from my perspective, you understand?
Yeah.
That's all any of us can do.
Yes.
And, you know, if you're in your world and you speak from your perspective, it doesn't mean to say that the person down the road shares it. And that's the same in our world. We're still entitled to views. We still have our thoughts on how we want to conduct ourselves and things, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, it's... You come into a very nice world when you leave yours.
Yeah.
You come into a lovely world, but you're not going to be free of debate and discussion and enjoyment of a good chat.
Yeah.
And you're not going to 100% agree on every last thing, because there's different ways to do things.
Yeah.
So everybody will have their own way. You'll still have your unique individuality, and you'll still have your own ways of doing things.
Yeah.
So that's what we try to get across, I suppose, and I think that will surprise some people, because some people have been they've gone through a period of time where there's been a period of time on Earth now where a lot of half facts and strange ideas have become considered the normal.
Yeah.
You know, spiritually speaking.
Right.
I mean, I don't consider myself spiritual, but for some reason, everyone on Earth has read a load of books and believes I should be some kind of floaty about butterfly spiritual thing. I have crossed from one place to another, and I've been here a bloody long time. Yes, I know there's more to come. Yes, I'm aware that there's the potential to go on further and further, and I understand that. And that is there for the taking, I'm sure, if I want it and when I'm ready for it. But the fact I've been here for best part of what, 180 odd years or something,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm quite content and happy, and I'm every bit a character I ever was when I was alive and since, then, and if I can prove myself by bringing evidence from loved ones and being able to be aware of things beyond the medium's ability,
Yeah.
and if all of these things are brought together and I can do that, then surely that makes my case somewhat strong.
Yes.
And it
Yeah.
should hopefully encourage people to feel a trust in what I have to say and what any of us here have to say.
Yeah.
And ultimately, anything we do say is for the greater good,
Yes.
not bad,
Yeah.
only for good. So that has been the mission.
Yeah.
And ultimately, the other part of the mission is for our voices to travel further afield.
Yeah.
Hence why we requested almost a year ago
Yeah.
that
Yes.
your circle, this circle, our circle,
Yes.
can be heard further afield.
Yes.
You understand?
That's the thing that really has amazed me, and I think the medium as well. When you first asked us to do this, to go live, I must admit, I think we were both rather uneasy about it, but we did as you asked us to do, and how it's been proved correct, because many of the messages are coming through, Anthony, saying how delighted and happy and wonderful this is, that people can listen in. So I tell people, I say, you know everything on your side of the world, we know nothing.
Well, that's not true.
Mm.
It's no. You see, that's a very small-minded view, Mr. Paul.
Right.
We know nothing. We know, and you know, and you know nothing, and I know it all is not right.
Mm.
I mean, because on the next breath, you would honestly admit to people, well, they don't know everything.
No.
So,
No, I didn't mean that. What I meant was that we shouldn't have been uneasy about going live.
oh, I see what you mean, right?
Mm.
Yeah. Oh, who cares?
Yeah.
Oh, balls to that. Mr. Paul, I'm not asked about what you two are uneasy about.
No.
I've had years
Yeah.
of this thing.
Yeah.
Uneasy, unsure. Oh, I don't want to do it.
Mm.
Oh, I don't like it. I don't believe you.
Mm.
I've had to wear it all, Mr. Paul.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm immune to that.
Mm.
Bugger him. Honestly.
But it's turned out, hasn't it? Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
What's
Well,
happened.
listen, I mean, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you do what you do. I do what I do.
Yeah.
Everyone does what they does. You take from it what you want, you dispose what you don't, you agree with what you agree with, you like what you like, you know,
Yeah.
past that. Who cares?
Yeah.
Why does it matter? You know? Partly the whole purpose is to try and demonstrate, to illustrate to you that life is greater than you think.
Yes.
Also to shatter some of the illusions that somehow it's all some kind of fairy tale, of which is a lot of nonsense, because it's not a fairy tale. It's a very, very real experience. Fairy tales are fake. They're stories. Most of them. There's some of them come from folklore, which is different. But even folklore is Chinese whispers that gets changed and twisted along the way. You know, so it's not a fairy tale. Life is a great experience, but it can be made a better experience if you don't go through it in puzzlement, fear, and concern about what pops out at the other end.
Yes.
And if you can go through it with an optimism, knowing I can't die.
Yeah.
I can't die, and I've had proof that you can't die.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if it's just a shimmer. Just doesn't matter if it's Sue's dad knows she's bought a cigar on holiday. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's Fred knows that Auntie Cora's been meeting up with someone or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The point is that proves that your loved ones, it's just one bit of proof, but when you add them all together, they make them a strong case.
Yes.
One, like one twig, it can be snapped, but a thick branch is harder to break.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So that's the point. Our aim has been to try and illustrate and demonstrate that our world is a reality.
Yeah.
That your world is but a temporary reality to you.
Yeah.
That your world, the walls of your world will vanish at the point of so-called death.
Yeah.
At the point in which they vanish, you won't. There'll be no point where you are not you. There'll be no brief moment of darkness or long moment of darkness. There'll be no brief moment where you're there or you're not quite there. You'll always be there. You'll always be present. You'll always be alive. But it's very difficult to think in that manner when you are of the body.
Yeah.
When you've spent so long being conditioned to identify as your body. When you've spent so long being the body rather than you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
When you've spent so long forgetting that that is just a brief expression of you, but a vehicle in which you are able to observe
Yeah.
the consciousness that is within you, within us all, is able to observe through it in the same way as my consciousness that I call me is observing like my world through my etheric body. And that might change one day, if I so want, and if so wish, and if that happens to be, then so be it. And I think, you know, I don't know it all. We don't know it all. You know, there'll be, I don't know. I don't get too involved in matters of your world. So I don't know it all.
No.
I only get involved in the work I do.
Yeah.
But we only know up to where we are, don't we? And we can't know for sure. I mean, yes, we've got knowledge from yourselves,
Yeah.
but really a lot of people don't know. They only surmising what they think is that happens, aren't they?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Reincarnation and things like that. Lots
Well,
of believe.
Yeah, people can believe anything they want to believe.
Yeah.
And they're at full
And there's
liberty
nothing to
to.
really prove correct or incorrect, is there?
Well, the problem is, proof is that there is a lot of proof for a lot of things, but no one goes looking for it.
Yeah.
And you can't expect them to put it on your TV news now. Because
We wouldn't believe it if it was.
exactly, exactly. I mean, people have got this idea of people live in a world, and the world for most people is through a box that they turn on, or through a screen that they hold in their hand. And that's the world. That is the world. So, I mean, if you're somebody who watches the news, then the whole of life, every discovery that's ever existed, anything that's being discovered today, tomorrow, or right in this moment as we all talk, there could be a scientific discovery being made right now of a magnitude you wouldn't even be able to comprehend. But if it doesn't go on the box at night, it didn't happen.
Yeah, exactly.
And people say, well, there's no proof, is there?
Exactly, yeah.
Well, have you looked?
Yeah.
Have you tried to find?
Exactly that, Anthony, yes.
But you see, proof, this is where you're talking science then, as Mr. Monty would say,
Yeah.
or is saying, I might want to phrase it. What is proof? Proof is ultimately the process should be the process of scientific investigation. You do this. You do the job multiple times until you get a result that's the same. You get the same result. There's your proof.
Yeah.
Science does an experiment, then does it again and gets two conflicting answers. Well, it keeps doing it until it gets the same answer every time.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's proof.
Yeah.
That plus that equals that.
Yeah.
There's the proof.
Yeah.
The problem is, of course, that's not the way your world functions anymore.
No.
Your world can put 1 plus 3 equals 2 if it so wishes, because no one's really looking. Everyone's an expert on everything, and everyone knows something about nothing and nothing about everything. It's a strange position that your world's in that sense, because people say there's no proof, but they don't look.
Yeah.
People say it's not possible, but they haven't even checked to see if it is.
Yeah.
People say when it comes to, and no greater subject on earth gets the attacks on it or the views of people like the subject of surviving death.
Yeah.
In no other area of life, in your world, would anybody proffer such an opinion without any investigation as they do in regards to subjects like this?
Yeah.
I think it's nonsense. Based on what? Based on what? Years of investigation? No, I just think it's rubbish.
Mm.
Well,
Exactly. Yeah.
you know, but that's fair enough. But the point is, that's why evidence is important. It should be scientific.
Yes.
I mean, I can't say I can repeat it every single time. I perfectly would, I'm only human. But if we can make a case of good, recorded, documented evidence of various things, then we've made our case. It just goes in with all the other cases.
Yeah.
Whether people choose to go looking for it, that's a different matter.
Yes.
Whether people choose to find it, and when they find it, you can say to people, there's the evidence, read this, or look at this, or listen to that. And they don't.
No, because they're not interested.
But they're happy to proffer an opinion.
Yes. Yeah.
You understand?
I totally, Anthony, we've been saying this for most of our lives, really. Yeah.
This is my point. It's the same problem.
Yeah.
And that's just part of the human condition.
Yeah.
Whilst you're within the brain just creates conflict.
Yeah.
But it's what you've got, and it's how you got to deal with it.
The main thing we say here.
I mean,
Oh,
what?
sorry, go on.
No, I was just going to say, people, I mean, the one question that recurs again and again and again, reincarnation.
Mm-hmm.
People are obsessed with reincarnation, and it's as if anything that goes against it, everyone has a little bit of a wobble and a meltdown.
Mm.
It's as if somehow Buddhism is the only, just because someone, Buddha wasn't a Buddhist, and Jesus wasn't a Christian. They were just people.
Yeah.
People who did their moment
Yeah.
and had their experience.
Yes.
And you're ultimately relying on other people's accounts
Yeah.
for everything allegedly said.
Yeah.
And if I may also add that, let's just take for instance, I'm going to use the Bible as an example, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I know this has been said before, but if you were to take someone writing the Bible, an account of what they witnessed in the Bible, yeah?
Yeah.
The first account was about 600 years after the event, Mr. Paul.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, by all accounts, that would be the equivalent of you writing down all the facts and figures of the Great Fire of London.
Yeah. 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 I know.
As if you know what was said on the day.
Yes. Yes.
And the same applies to things within Buddhism as well. You're talking about a message that was passed on. I mentioned before fairy tale and folklore. We're talking here with folklore, people passing on a message, but with every person it gets changed.
Yeah.
Like a Chinese whisper, as you call it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Am I allowed to say a Chinese whisper?
You can say anything you want.
Will I upset planet Earth? Will it go into meltdown?
We've always called it Chinese whispers, haven't we?
Yeah.
When something's been passed on
Yeah.
and on and
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
And then eventually
I'm just wondering whether the world will have a meltdown over it, because everyone gets upset now, you said, so I'm a bit
offended.
worried.
Offended, yeah.
But you
everyone is-
understand where I'm coming
I
from.
wonder where that came from, though. Chinese whisper rather than
China,
Russian. Yeah, but why that? Why not American whisper?
because they can't whisper, can they, in America? They're loud.
Russian whisper.
They shout.
Mhm.
Oh my God.
Ah.
Oh my God.
That is funny.
Yeah. Can't be an American whisper. Everybody's loud and shouting.
Mhm.
That's true.
Yeah. Not everyone, of course. I'm only joking.
Mhm.
Yeah. That was humour, that was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's changed.
You heard it here last.
Yeah. Yeah. Humour's changed, isn't it?
Mm.
God.
Yeah. So you understand what I'm saying?
Yes. Oh yeah.
So, but I'm not knocking anything. I'm just saying I speak from my experience. We all do. And I think that has been an eye-opening experience for some people.
Yeah.
And I feel certain some people will have left.
Mhm.
You know, I'm
Yeah.
not. This isn't for me.
Yeah.
I don't like this
Mhm.
because they can't understand that life, our worlds have been intertwined.
Mhm.
Hence why you come from your world to our world. It's the natural progression. And because you don't lose your character, because you don't cease to be you, people have bought in to an idea that suddenly you're going to become a butterfly or an angel or some
Yeah.
high almighty character. You're not. You're going to be you
Yeah.
without your ailments, without the illness,
Yeah.
without the heaviness, without a brain that constantly contradicts and fights with you.
Yeah.
But you're still going to be you.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
Now the Buddhists believe you're just gonna go clonk and back into another body. Ultimately, really. I mean, there's more to it than that. There's other areas that the Buddhists talk about. I know. But ultimately, reincarnation is the be all and end all.
Mm.
And apparently Buddha said this and said that, but ultimately, none of you were there to hear it.
No.
No one in the last 1,000 years was here to hear it.
Mhm.
No one in the last 3,000 years was there to hear it,
Yeah.
except for whoever wrote it.
Yeah.
Someone, who knows where, who knows when, wrote it. And then someone came along and deciphered what they wrote.
Yeah.
And that becomes the be all and end all.
Yes. Yeah.
So all I'm saying is, life, by all means, believe what you want to believe. That's fine. You don't agree with it, something I say? Fine. The world is not going to end. The world is your lobster.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently that's funny.
Yeah.
It sounds funny.
Yeah.
Or oyster even.
Yeah, but ultimately you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The world is not going to end because you don't quite, and people get so finicky about it. So I think this first year, Mr. Paul, of us working together in this manner
Yeah.
has been an eye-opening experience for some,
That's great.
a
Yeah.
challenging experience for some.
Yeah.
Some people will have thrown a collywobble and buggered off.
Yeah.
Oh, a wollygobble.
Yeah.
Yeah, and buggered off.
Mhm.
This isn't for me. That's fine.
Yeah.
If what I have to say gets under your skin so much, then you know your state of balance is certainly in danger of being rocked if you're scared off by a ghost.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Mm.
It's not that important that your life has to go all wibbly wobbly over something I might say.
Yeah. Well,
And nor should anybody take everything I say as the be all and end all, because you should be living as well.
Mhm.
So I think it's been an interesting experience for everyone.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yes.
Do you
Yeah.
want to carry on doing it like this?
Pardon?
Do you want to carry on doing it like this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's just a thing turned on in the room, isn't it?
Mm.
That's all. Doesn't change anything.
No. No.
There's a load of people listening to me now, and there's loads of people listening to me in your future. So, because they're listening, and that's that. And for them, they're listening now.
Yeah.
Could be 10 years' time from this when I spoke these words, but to them, it's now.
Yeah. Mm.
There'll be people listening to my words in years to come saying, he was right, you know.
Mm.
Yeah.
And there might be some things I say which are a bit off the mark. But they'll say, I see where he was going, he was kind of right.
Mm.
That's just about how you express it and how you get your message across. That's all.
Yeah.
It's not, we're not here on a lecture mission, not here to be judged and mark you all out of 10.
Mhm.
Leave that to your spiritualism lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Giving you grades. We're just here to share experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's been an interesting year based on that.
Yeah. Yeah. It certainly has.
Yeah. So there you go.
What I was going to say was, it's just a shame for, I think, probably many people, that if something happens in life, and if it's not on the television news that it's happened, they'll dismiss it. They won't believe it,
Yeah,
and it's just such a shame.
that's it.
And
But
also with the news, they broadcast really mostly propaganda, and people soak it in.
yeah, I know.
It's just awful.
Yeah, well, that's why it's called television programming, isn't it?
Yeah. 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 Yes.
I've heard those words said before.
Yes.
Because it's programming you
Yeah.
to think in a certain way or to be scared.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, a lot of things in life revolve around fear.
Yeah.
When I was in your world, conditions were horrible compared to what you lot have got.
Mhm.
Conditions were absolutely awful. By comparison, you live a life of luxury compared to what I had when I was in the same world you're in now. When I walked on the ground, well, I say the ground you walk on, I'm not quite right with that. It's a bit further under the ground.
Mm.
It's a bit lower down. You'd have to dig a bit to find the earth I walked on.
Mm.
It's a bit lower down, but nonetheless, when I walked your earth, conditions for me were appalling. And now, you know, people, it's as if my conditions never existed. It's as if you lot are all living in the worst conditions ever.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm.
It changes, Mr. Paul,
Mm.
and people forget. Because there's no reason for people to remember when I was alive, because none of you lot ever were.
Yeah.
Nobody is on your world now that was around when I was there.
Yeah.
So for that reason, you know what people's starting point, people's marker for where everything starts is different. You understand?
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't fully appreciate what it was like to live through a war.
No.
But just a few years before you were born, there was one.
Yes. Yeah.
But you can appreciate the effect it had on people because you saw that.
Oh Lord. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then you go further and people have less and less connection with it
Yeah.
Yeah.
as
Like
time
we
goes on.
listened to our parents, didn't we, talking about it. So it was within us, but then our kids, it's not.
Well,
It's
that's
not
it.
there.
Some kids will and some kids won't. Some will listen, but most won't. But eventually, I mean, when did you last shed a tear over Napoleon?
Yeah. I know.
I mean, it's so long ago, isn't it? For you lot.
Yeah.
A bit closer for me, but still a long bloody way off,
Yeah.
to be fair. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's different times.
Yeah.
But we just lived in bad conditions and didn't really have a clue about much which was going on, to be honest.
Mm.
But we didn't have much and we never got much. Whereas now it's kind of like conditions are what they are. Everybody's saying how awful things are, but you've got the best conditions I've ever seen compared to what I had.
We've got too many things now.
Well, you have in many
Yeah.
ways, but the balance is so wrong.
Yeah,
Everything's
Yeah.
topsy-turvy now, isn't it?
yeah.
You know? What can I say? And it doesn't matter what I say, to be honest. There'll be someone out there going, I haven't got it that good.
Mm.
Well, what can you do?
Yeah.
I'm not speaking literal for everyone. I'm just saying as a general
Yeah.
overview. Yeah, because your world has become very literal. People have lost the light-heartedness.
Oh, yeah, they most certainly have. Yeah.
They don't just laugh at silly, simple things now.
No.
They frown at it. What do you do that for?
Yes. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. We're experiencing that a lot.
Yeah, and that's just true. People don't like it. They really suck their thumb and throw one.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know? What can I say? I know the conditions of your world. I see people coming over here every day.
Mm-hmm.
I see the way they are.
Mm.
You know?
Yeah.
So something's changing in your world. For some, it's for the better. For some, I question that. But ultimately, the reason we say what we say, we do what we do, is to let you know, look, don't get too bogged down with it. Because when you get to the other end of this thing you call life, it doesn't end. And it's going to be nice. Don't let things drag you down.
Can I ask you though? Because
Yeah.
not everybody comes back to talk.
Pardon?
Not everybody comes back to talk with people in this world, do they?
Not everybody does, no.
No.
I mean, I have a choice whether I wanted to or not.
But would that because Paul, for instance, is familiar with the concept?
No,
It
not at
doesn't
all.
make it-
Because many of the world's greatest skeptics were converted.
when they came over.
No, when they were in your world. Our world has converted skeptics from believing it was all poppycock to believing it's all genuine.
Yeah.
We've done that for centuries. So it's not. So if that was the case, if it was the case that it's because Mr. Paul has a belief in it or a trust in it, that's why it happens. No, because if that was the case, none of the skeptics of the past would ever have changed their minds and converted their views.
But what would make some people not want to pass a message back to their loved ones?
Well, it all depends whether their loved ones find their way to a medium, or whether their loved ones are even able to be in a position to perceive the possibility of it. I mean, you might not believe in it, but you might have a mind that's flexible. So, but if you're not going to be able, there's only so much you can do. If you don't find yourself brought in front of a medium at some point, a capable medium, who can capably get the message across, then the chances are you won't get that message. That person's loved one may try to make their presence felt and known, but if that other person doesn't have that ability to just, in their life, to perceive it, then it won't happen.
Mm-hmm.
But come in front of the right medium at the right time, then the message can be got across. Many of the world's skeptics of the past were converted to believing and knowing because the right mediums came before them. But we're talking about a time when mediumship was quite rife within your world. It was rife within your world because there wasn't television.
Yeah, and I suppose science has made people not believe
Science,
in what they can't understand, hasn't it?
well, science is, on one hand, science I think is a marvellous idea if it was used properly.
Yeah.
And in many fields it is, of course it is. But so many times it's not, you know? Science is taking it upon itself to do thinking for people. And people, you know, science says this. Oh, well, science says that then. What if it's wrong? What if that isn't the right answer? What if what science says in this occasion isn't correct? Or you've been given a misunderstanding of it? Or a warped view of it? And no one's going to question it, just go through life quoting a lie. Science did a wonderful job of destroying mediumship.
Yeah.
Whilst many of the greatest scientists investigated mediums and communicators from our world over the centuries.
Mm-hmm.
And many of the world's greatest scientists were convinced of our world, were convinced of the evidence put before them. We're talking about a time when people from our world were capable of stepping into your world. Again, briefly, physically, like happens with that Stewart fella.
Yeah.
You know, that was possible then. And science studied it, and the scientists who admired it and converted and said, it's true, I've done all the experiments I could do, I've done everything I can possibly ever do.
Yeah.
There's no more I can do. I have to admit that what's left is truth. This is real. And they were ridiculed, and so was the subject by their peers. You understand?
Yeah. Mm.
So there's science for you. And then people say science is truth. Yes, it is, when it wants to be.
Yeah.
But how do you know? Because you're not going to do the experiment yourself either.
Yeah, of course.
You're not going to double check the facts and figures. You're just going to go and find something that matches, that says yay or nay.
Yeah.
You see. So all you can do is go off your own perspective and your own view. But your own views are always going to be warped by the television box, or the newspaper in your hand, or that thing in your hand that you read and flick and pull your finger across.
Yeah.
That tells you what to believe, so you don't have to bother finding out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then when you do come to try and find out, you just look for the thing that says yes, you were right, or no, you weren't.
Yeah.
You don't question the equation in between. You know, it's a fascinating life, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. It is.
I mean, they did it in my time, they did it before, and they've done it ever since.
Do you think they've got better at it, manipulating thought?
Yeah.
They probably have, haven't they?
Yeah, but I
Because
think
they've
people,
worked out what's successful and what works, how to do it.
yeah, but it should come a point eventually where people start to get a rocket up the bum.
Well, I hope so.
Well, I think people do. I think people smell, you know, they wake up eventually and can smell the cow muck, so to speak. You know. So, how does people have different levels of that before they smell things? Before they smell a rat? Yeah. So that's all I can say. I think our experience this year has been an interesting one.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Definitely.
And based on that, I think it is what it is. And there you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
You out there, Auntie Cora?
I'm fine, thank you, yes.
Just listening to me rabbit on.
I'm taking it all in.
Oh, don't take too much in. Yeah, don't flood yourselves with it. Yeah, so that's all I have to say. It's been 1 year nearly of an experiment, an experience, and it's been what it's been.
Yes.
And it's what it is. It is what it is. What it is.
Yeah.
To everyone and their own individual ways. Whether anything I've done or said goes against your own your own dogmas that you've inherited from others, whether you have a case of cognitive dissonance blocking your ability to override a view you've already got, or even take something to sit alongside it for a while, until such point is that until you can decide, you know, anyone who's took it so literal that they've had a collywobble and buggered off, so be it. But the point is, this is how it is. These are our thoughts, our words, my thoughts, all combined, and our views, and we can only speak as we see it. Simple as that. So that's been the experience for the last year, and we hope we'll see how the next one goes and see where we end up.
Yeah.
You understand?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
As it is all exceedingly interesting how it's all gone.
Yeah. I mean, people don't seem to appreciate, or some do, you know, but those who do, fair enough. But the many people don't seem to realise that you've sat in this room for over 10 years.
Yeah.
And this room was a silent room to start with.
Yes.
It was.
Yeah.
You know, so people can't conceive that. You know, it's like, and you know, talk about spiritual facts and things, and people quoting a Jesus, or people quoting a Buddha said this, or Muhammad said that, right? You know, it's like somebody hearing 3 of our recordings in 50 years' time and writing a book about us.
Yeah.
And they've got all of us figured out
Yeah.
from 3 recordings.
Yeah.
Oh, he said this and he says that, and he has a character like this. How do you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen to the recordings when it was silent for weeks
Yeah.
and nothing happened,
Yeah.
you know? I mean, don't listen to them, you'll be bored.
Yeah.
But you understand.
Yeah.
And the same goes for religion. It's there's lots of hearsay, lots of little facts, and lost in translations, you know? And the same applies with this. You've got to be open-minded to such an extent that you can allow anything I say to sit alongside anything else you think you believe, until such point as you can make balance. And ultimately, at the same time, you've got to not take it so blooming serious that it devours your life, because you've still got to live and have some enjoyment.
Yeah.
That's part of what life's about. You know. There you go. There's me philosophy.
Yeah, or common sense.
Well, I've got Waffle Lot down one ear,
Yeah.
pushing his thoughts upon me. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Yeah, well, you say it's great. Other people might be saying that's crap.
Well, that's everyone's
Exactly.
have their opinions, can't they?
Exactly. Yeah. Don't worry about your opinions. You'll bring them with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the money you don't bring.
Yeah.
Although you can think it. You can create money when you come over here. You can imagine in it, and you have lots of money.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. No.
Because I was going to have an asbestos case made and put my money in it.
Well, I mean, you can just come over and imagine all the money you want.
Yeah, blimey.
You know,
Yeah.
it's just there, but it don't do much. Most people wouldn't want it
No.
because it don't do nothing.
No. It just causes massive trouble.
We just don't need it here.
Always. Yeah.
We've got no need for money where we are.
No, good.
It's just balanced,
Yeah.
you know.
That was a conversation I had with my father many, many years ago, that we don't need money. And he said, well, what do you mean?
How would you buy a Christmas present without it?
Well, that's, yeah, it was, he said, what you mean, sort of you barter for things. I said, well, yeah, that's a point, so you could do, yeah.
Oh. Well, I suppose money, I don't know. I mean, I suppose money is just a coin in which to exchange. I mean, that's all it should be.
Yeah.
You know, it's just I give you this coin in exchange for that that I need.
Yeah.
That's really all it needs to be.
Yes.
It's not so much about using the structure of money. Money's fine. There's no issue with money being used. It doesn't really exist as such. It's kind of a nonsense, but it does the job.
Yeah.
It's not a problem with the money. It's about how much of it are you hoarding.
Yeah.
How many sofas have got the money stuffed down it? How many people have got money coming out their eyeballs, but they're putting the price up?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, So,
That's why I've said it causes so much trouble.
well, it does, but it doesn't. You know, it doesn't need to.
Mm.
The system of money, if used properly, is perfectly fine.
Yeah.
It's the
been-
fact it doesn't get used properly that's the
It's
problem.
been
Yeah.
corrupted, isn't it?
But then it brings me back to what you were saying before. You know, most people who deal with money and control money are the very people that you say they're out for themselves.
Mhm.
But then when they tell you to do something, you do it.
Mm.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I can't do it for you in that sense.
Mm.
You know? They say you can't drive, if you drive your car somewhere and you go and do something, you're going to get told you've got to hand your money over for doing that.
Yeah.
Well, well, they're the same people who you complain are lying in your pocket, but you don't change it.
Mm.
No one's changing it.
No.
It
I
needs
think
changing.
I think it's coming.
Oh,
I
something
think
has to come. I mean,
something- yeah,
I'm afraid to say, eventually something's got to will happen.
yeah. I think.
And
people will be
unfortunately, you know,
pushed.
the other problem with the world is everything revolves in everyone throwing up the wobbler. Ultimately,
Yeah.
for some people, that means they get violent.
Yeah.
Unnecessarily, a condition of the brain.
Mhm.
It's the brain that causes violence, not the mind.
Yeah.
You know, when you lose the brain,
Yeah.
when your brain's left behind and you come to our side, the violence won't be there.
Mhm.
It's the habit, the habitual feeling that you want to do something aggressive might be there, but the aggression won't come in the same way. Because you won't have the brain to do it.
Mhm.
You'll have the mind, you'll have a habit that you need to get out of a little. You'll get out of it because it just doesn't happen. So it'll just become a pointless exercise. But, you know, unfortunately, yeah, there will be reactions to come over the way people are being treated in
Yeah.
your world. But unfortunately, if people want a reaction from you, they're going to get it.
Mm.
You'll ultimately be giving them what they want anyway. When I say them, I mean those who instigate money and control it and
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
According to Mr. Monty, anyway.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah. So there you are. I think it's been an interesting year, Mr. Paul.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely has. Yeah.
Yeah. And there you are.
Mm.
Here endeth my sermon.
Mm. And to us as well, this year has gone in a matter of no time at all.
That's it.
Yeah.
Well, there's a reason for that, isn't there?
Yeah, we know that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Bring
There you
on,
go.
bring on the day.
we'll stop taking your antibiotics then,
I
Mr.
know.
Paul.
Yeah, I know.
I don't understand it. I can't wait. Oh, Auntie Cora, listen to him. Mr. Paul, he goes, oh, I can't wait till I die.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be wonderful. I
Mm.
can't wait to go over.
Yeah.
I'm going to see all my friends and family.
Yeah.
I'm going to do this and do that. The second he got a bad chest, he was taking the tablets. And then the next day, once he's better, he's saying, they're all out to poison you.
Yeah.
Where's my tablet?
Yeah.
Will
No.
you come back and speak to us, Paul?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on. Pull your weight, Mr. Paul.
Yeah.
Get your arse over here. Stop taking them tablets. You've got work to do. Go put your backside to work. Yeah.
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 Mm.
Yes. Listen, with that said, that is all I'm going to say on anything tonight.
You're all right.
It's
Okay.
been... I
Yeah.
could have come and tried to give evidence to people, but honestly, I cannot be bothered.
No.
Oh, that's it in a
Nothing
nutshell.
like being
Yeah.
truthful.
I can't be bothered tonight. I've been a distraction. They've been working round, people from our side have been working round you in this room.
Oh, lovely.
They've been doing what they're doing. They've got their work to do. I've been a simple distraction from the work that they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
I could have brought evidence, but honestly, everyone deserves a break.
Yeah, right.
And I've had a very good year. I've worked very hard this year, and I'm only human.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Say it as it is. Yeah. Say it as it is. Can't be bothered.
Hmm.
I'm only human. I've come tonight has been a social night for me.
Yeah, good.
So I've come to natter with you in normal terms, human to human, just from one side of the light barrier.
Mm.
I'm outside the realms of your light, visible light, and I'm in my realm and you're in yours, and I'm just able to come and have a natter.
Yeah, fine. Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah,
that's what I have to say on it.
yeah, that's super.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Anthony. It's been really fabulous.
I mean, we'll get more loved ones through eventually. I'll work on it.
Yeah,
We're working on it. We've done all right.
yeah, okay.
We've done all right.
Mm.
We could do better, but we've done all right.
Mm.
Yeah, we didn't hear from Elizabeth for a while, did we?
No, she is just building her way into it.
Yeah.
She's going to take her time.
Mhm.
Yeah. She'll get there. She spoke a few times,
Yeah.
and she's just observing and learning. She's soaking in what it's all about.
Well, we'll say hi to her.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, she will. She will come in time.
Mhm.
Yeah, over time she'll be there.
Mm.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Mm.
Yes. It all takes time. It can take decades and decades.
Mm.
Anyone who says you can do it in a weekend,
Mm.
They're lying.
Oh.
they're exaggerating at the very least.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Tell us about that.
Yeah.
Flipping heck, yeah.
Right. And on that note, I'm going to say cheerio.
Thanks,
The
Anthony.
people around you, people who are working our side,
Yeah.
people who are associated with myself and Mr. Monty who work around, they've done their work around.
Okay. Super.
They've been doing their bit, whatever it is that they do, they've been doing it. And I've been the distraction. I've been happy just to come and natter tonight. This is my chance to come and just have a chat, rather than feel the need and the pressure to bring evidence from your dead loved ones, so to speak.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, or to even try and tune in to them. It's
Yeah.
just been nice to come and just talk,
Yeah.
Certainly has, Anthony. Yeah.
you know, and talk about this circle that, I mean, we've all dedicated so long to it,
Yeah.
you know, and it's not just yourselves, we have as well. You know, I've been hanging around here for years, so I'm hardly gonna go now. But it'd be nice to just come and have a talk. I thought,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, definitely.
yeah. This is my social. This is my work's Christmas party, Mr. Paul.
Right. Yeah.
Didn't think much of the food.
But good company.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Didn't think much of the food. The drink wasn't very good.
Wasn't strong enough.
No, certainly wasn't, Cora. Right then, so with that said, I'm now going to wish you all a very Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
And I
Okay.
hope that you can record this one, Mr. Paul. I said it.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Right.
Don't forget.
No. Okay.
So I wish you all a very Merry Christmas and all that stuff.
Thank you.
And a Happy New Year and all that stuff as well.
Thanks,
And I
Anthony.
shall speak to you when I next speak to you,
Okay.
which
Okay.
won't be very long.
Well, we're sitting next week, and that's it until after.
Yeah,
our
we'll be here as
festivities.
well.
Yeah.
We'll be
Okay.
here as well.
Yeah. Lovely.
Yeah.
All right.
And,
Okay.
Yeah, and we'll see what happens next time. But I say good night for now,
No, no.
and speak to you very soon.
Thank you very, very much.
Yeah,
Thank you.
and try not to die. Yeah,
Keep taking the antibiotics.
yeah.
Yeah.
I like saying that because you can't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rightio, night night.
No night,
Good
Anthony.
night.
No
Good
night. Mhm.
For the final time tonight, Flatfoot now returns to bless you all in this joyous coming together. For the final time tonight, Flatfoot now says bye-bye.
Bye-bye,
Bye,
Flatfoot.
Flatfoot.
Thank you
Thank you.
very, very much.
Yes, I am.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll just say to our friends listening in, thank you for joining us. Hope you really have enjoyed yourselves. And we'll look forward now to seeing you all next week, the 17th, which will be the last sitting for us before Christmas, and we'll start again shortly. Well, probably about just in the new year, wouldn't we? Not after Christmas, but in the new year, I would think. But just keep it quiet for a moment while we do our normal. Just hope that you can join us in just sending out healing energies to whoever and wherever you would like them to go. Okay. All right. I will just say thank you to our friends in Spirit World. Again, lovely evening. Thank you so much. And we'll look forward to sitting here again in the room next Tuesday. Now, for now, we'll send you all our love as usual and just say thank you once again. And night night.
No,
Night, night,
Thank you. Good
everyone.
night.
Is it Anthony who came?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly thought we were going to have a blank sitting tonight.
I did. I was convinced of it actually.
They had other ideas.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Lovely.
Yeah.
But hasn't this year gone? It's just gone. No,
I can't believe that's been a year since I've been doing it like this.
Well, the mad thing is I'll tell you how quick it's gone. I was trying to work out something that happened, and when I checked, I knew it was in January, and when I went and looked back, I couldn't find the date. And then I went back through my diary and looked at January 2023, and there it was. So the thing I was looking for happened 2 Januaries ago, not one. I was convinced I was convinced that it happened
This January.
this January. Just got last January, the last one, and it didn't. It
Mad.
happened one entire year before that, which is mental, absolute mental.
Well, I'm learning as well now, because if I want to look up something has happened here or something has been said, I think in my own mind, yeah, when it was. I'm absolutely amazed when I do find it. It was way back than I thought. I thought it was pretty recent. It isn't at all.
Well, I've been telling you that for years, though. I've been telling you that for
Mm.
years. Every time you tell me something happened, whenever I say just add another 8 months to it.
Yeah, straight.
Time.
Incredible.
It happened 3 months ago. Times it by another 2.
Yeah.
Times it by
Yeah.
twice the amount you think it was, and
Yeah.
you'll probably be more closer to it.
It's
Right.
when you look back on your photos,
Mm.
because I take a lot of pictures. You realise,
Mm.
Yeah.
flipping heck, they come up in memories. And
Oh, that Facebook
Mm.
memories thing
Oh
where it
my
fires
goodness,
this
yeah. And you
this
think
day's 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like, is that me?
Yeah,
I don't feel like the person in that picture, let
yeah,
alone.
yeah.
Mhm.
Look
Yeah.
like them.
Yeah. Bonkers, isn't it?
Yeah.
And he's only just started. Charlie's just started.
I came as I was coming back, I could hear him chuntering.
Yeah, just a little. Nothing. He wasn't
I
doing
didn't
anything
hear him.
earlier.
Mm.
Just towards the end.
Blimey.
He's probably said, "That's it. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Time's up."
Probably thinks it's time for a cup of tea.
Yeah, I could do a cup of tea.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Mm.
Oh, right. Done. Yeah. I'm done. Right, so go and turn the landing light on.
Get the landing gear down.
Yeah. I can hear you. It's not so bad if you put it on when you're in here. Rather than it's not quite as bad.
Not so much.
If you put it on when you're halfway across the landing.
It's more severe.
Yeah.
Mm.